8:38, and we'll do a little roll call. Rachel, you're probably the best to roll call, actually, with your day. Casey Chen is here. Rachel Hay.
Here.
Winnie Parker.
Here.
Jeff Beasley.
Present.
Lovely. All right. And I am here. Counselor Garland.
I'm here. Yeah.
Awesome. So are there any adjustments to the agenda? It's a pretty simple agenda today. All right. Approval of February minutes. And that should actually say March, April. We had an April meeting, correct? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to change that on the agenda. It should be April minutes. Does anyone want to move to approve the April?
I move that we approve April minutes.
Thank
I
you,
second
Jeff.
it.
Thank you, Winnie. All right, all approved, say aye.
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 All right, citizen comment is me. We've received no citizen comment, either in email or writing. So I'm going to talk about the Center for the Arts. Right now, we are still open every day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. I encourage everyone to come down anytime, even if you just need to wander through Old Town. Things are moving along. Like I said, a lot of things will depend on what the numbers are on May 21st, as far as the use of the building for non-youth classes. And we have various scenarios no matter what happens on that day. We have a gallery up right now. I'm gonna go like this through the magic of the internet. So you can see, maybe, oh goodness. We have the Be the Light gallery still up. We moved it indoors, and we have a little space for people to fill out a little card and add it to our basket, and then Leah artistically places it on our exhibit. The lights are lit. You can put up a little tea light. So we just wanted to extend it a little bit and bring it indoors. So it's still functional, it's still fun, and it is interesting to read the little snippets that people write. So that's up for a little bit longer, and then we have a summer gallery coming, which we're very excited about. We have a metal art gallery. So 3 metal artists who use the medium very differently. One person sculpts steel, and one person paints with fire on metal, and the other person creates intricate small metal designs of concrete objects. So 3 very different artists, one from Sherwood, 2 from the metro area, and we're just calling it the Metal Show. So that's happening in June, and we'll be up all summer, so I'm looking forward to that. We have a summer art walk. Everything is kind of summer focused for us right now. Summer art walk, June 24th. I hope everyone can come out. We will have a summer gallery opening with those 3 amazing metal artists, which I'll let you know about. And then summer camps. You had asked about how summer camp registration is going, and it's picking up. There are some camps that are near full, and there are others that are respectably getting there. So I think a lot of parents are feeling the desire to get their kids some enrichment activities this summer, and I think people are feeling more comfortable with that. We definitely feel like we're set up well to do it after doing it last year, and we know more this year about what we can do. And if the weather is gorgeous, we're just going to let the air flow and utilize outdoor spaces as much as possible, but I'm really looking forward to a good summer here. And then we do have, on June 27th, we have a family matinee. Usually we do, as you know, a family matinee series, but this is our singular standalone family matinee this year. And it's slated right now for June 27th. Again, we're being very flexible and holding it loosely. That's our plan A. But if you know, we also have a plan B and a plan C. But right now, pending positive guidance from the state, we'll have a circus performance here on June 27th. So it's a small household group that performs, and we would limit our audience seating, but we're excited about the possibility of that. We will, we're following all safety precautions to see if that can go forward.
So is the circus only human circus, or there are animals in there too?
Yeah, it's a group based in Portland called Circus Luminescence, and they specialize in human acrobatics. Yeah,
Thank you.
So, and it's not they're a very interesting group. They use a lot of light and sound and acrobatic human elements.
Does these matinees get filled very quickly? Like, is there tickets that go online and we have to buy? Because I'm eyeing it now. But
I know. Well, we have not. We have done very minimal advertising of this one until we have more guidance in place. So you'll see it splashed everywhere when we feel 100% sure and confident that we can do it safely. So we have some that sell out every year and some that don't. This one will be very dependent on how many people we can host safely. So it'll be all tickets in advance, and you can get them right here at this desk where I'm sitting. So stay tuned for that. June 27th. We'll have more guidance on that soon. Any other questions? That was a good question, Winnie.
It's just so exciting that we're finally getting back to that. That was good.
Yeah, no, we're thrilled when we have to push chairs around because it feels back to normal. It feels like a little bit of normalcy. Well, I'm going to move on to the Friends update. I have an update from Sky that she sent me. The Friends say we have finalized our budget for the year, which was basically drastically reducing all categories. We anticipate fundraising income to still be low for this year, so we're acting accordingly. We did leave some budget for scholarships, which we feel is important, especially now, and are hopeful that the center will be able to have classes and camps this summer and fall, which is great. We are anticipating kids still needing scholarships. For 2021, we are mostly looking to maintain a presence in the community while still being in a bit of a hibernation mode. We are looking to 2022 for our next true fundraising event, and they're looking at a gala in 2022. We are planning to have a presence at the Summer Art Walk on June 24th and sell ice cream as a fundraiser with some little giveaways. And she says that's about it for now. Any questions for Sky about the Friends? I'm excited to have them at Art Walk. That should be fun. Any questions? Okay. We will move on to, you're just going to hear me talk a lot. Friends or public art update. So a couple positive things are happening with public art. There is there's positive movement towards creating a fund for public art, which we, of course, have been talking about for a while. And that's what is most successful in other communities of our size and larger. And so there is there are some positive discussions afoot. I think what will be very beneficial for us and helpful as we go into the next season as cultural arts commissioners, that we really use our retreat time to make some real concrete goals and figure out how best to communicate those to all the stakeholders in our town. We know the benefit of public art. We know how vibrant and community building it is. And I think that will continue to be the focus of this Arts Commission, as was what we decided at our last retreat. I did want to, Jeff, are you still there, Jeff Beasley?
Yes, I am.
All right. Jeff very graciously offered his gardens as a place to hold our retreat. And I know we had been talking about June. I wonder if July might be a little bit better, because we'll be in the next fiscal year. We'll be fresh in our new July through June fiscal year, and I might have more information as we aim to set those goals. How do we feel about July?
July is perfectly fine.
Okay. Does anyone else have feelings about a retreat in July?
I don't mind. It's just the last week of July I won't be available, so it's already been planned, so that's fine.
I will be gone that week as well, so great. All right. So if we did it around the third Monday, as we usually do, does that work for folks?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm going to start planning that. And
Are you
Jeff,
thinking July 19th? That's the third Monday.
it is.
What time of day is it?
Well, we generally bring in some dinner and do like a late afternoon through dinner time.
That's fun.
But we can make it work for the people who need to be there.
Unfortunately, I said last week, this is the week, the 18th to the 25th, I'm out.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Why don't I do this? I'm going to do one of those scientific doodle polls, and I'll send it out, and we will figure this out. Most important thing, Jeff, is it works for you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
really
important.
love being there. We'll make sure the dogs are honorary members of our retreat. All right. Any thoughts or comments or concerns about public art or retreat, where I look forward to sinking our teeth into that a little bit more? Okay. Councillor Garland, do you have an update?
Yeah, let me take myself off mute. Yeah, we got a bit of a busy week, start of a busy season for us. We meet tomorrow night in our regular council session. Going to be most likely adopting the 2021 Park and Rec Master Plan, which is exciting. Getting some planning on paper, which is always fun to see them do that. Starting to discuss urban renewal plan as well, which is a good forward-looking plan for us. And let's see, that's pretty much it for tomorrow night. Might be a bit of a long night. I'm looking at our agenda forecast. One of the other things that starts this week, this Thursday, is our first budget committee meeting. We always have those in May, and we generally have 3 meetings. I think last year we got away with 2 because we got through it pretty quick. This year, similar to last year, we will be doing them all online. So those are available. They would be live streamed through YouTube, or you can watch them after the fact. If you have any input, you can just email Sylvia Murphy, our city recorder. But I like to think that it's important to be involved and be aware of a city's budget. We've got some pretty cool stuff that we're throwing in there this year, setting aside some money for potentially the pedestrian bridge and some initial look at a potential new public works building. So, and a lot of work with expanding Sherwood broadband. That's going to be one of the big things the city is going to do this year and over the next probably couple of years, is trying to expand that out and get that to be a viable commodity for the city. So let me take a look at some of our future agenda stuff. Yeah, a lot of construction, a lot of water. That's the other good thing about the budget committee, is it does lay out some of our what's called our CIP as well. So our 5-year plan for a lot of construction projects that we're working on. One of the big ones that I'm excited about is the Oregon Street from the railroad tracks at basically near the fire station east to the roundabout. They're going to work on that road. From what I understand, it looks like it's going to be kind of a 3-lane, possibly, I don't know if it's going to have like a turn lane in the middle or what it's going to be, but it's going to have a sidewalk that extends the whole way. And as somebody who has a 2-year-old and I like to walk around with a stroller, that road, it frankly sucks because the sidewalk ends and then there's gravel for a while and then there's a little bit of sidewalk, then there's gravel again. And I don't like walking in the road with a stroller. So I'm excited that there's gonna be a continuous sidewalk. So a little selfish on that one, but that's one of the things I'm really excited about. So I'm gonna be pushing to keep that one moving. That's kind of it for now, I think. Oh, one other thing, I hope you all saw the announcement from Robin Hood Festival that they have officially announced that they are going to be holding the festival the September 24th and 25th. So hopefully going to have that live this year, not typically in our typical July timeframe. I think they're just, playing conservative on this one and ensuring that we're out of harm's way with the virus. But and to channel what you were talking about before, I actually was just pointing out to a great website today that the OHA puts out to actually do the tracking of the governor's goal on vaccination. So as of Friday, we were actually at 64.1% in Washington County. So we're like that close. I know that Washington County applied, I understand, for the low risk, but I don't know the details on that. If they check every Monday for the upcoming Friday, or if it's kind of a rolling thing, like when we get to 65, then they'll do it in the next the following Friday. I don't know, but as of right now, at least as of Friday, we weren't there. Maybe they'll the measurements are only Monday through Friday, so maybe we got some over the weekend and they'll let us through. I don't know, but we're really, really close. And so from what I can tell from the data, and it's a great website, it just pulls everything from Tableau, if you're familiar with reporting software, is according to this, we are, where's the number here? 4,424 people short in Washington County of reaching 65%. And actually the percentage of population percentage changed in vaccinated people in Washington County from the previous week was 14.8%. So we're still getting a lot of people vaccinated in Washington County. So I hate to, put on my look in my crystal ball, but I'd have to think by next week that we'll be there. If not this week, then next week. So that's pretty exciting to get us into low risk. That's going to help not only the Art Center, but a lot of our businesses here in town as we start to get more people vaccinated, people starting to get a little bit more comfortable going out in public. And if we can open up things a little bit more, it's going to get a little bit closer to normal. So that's great.
I'm sorry, I have a quick question. So
Yeah,
I'm talking about vaccination and how much percent it is, but what about any new cases? Now it seems like it has the spotlight has moved from how many cases to now vaccinations. Like
It's been a lot of whiplash the last couple of weeks, yeah, because the governor announced 70% statewide was the goal, and then a few days later she announced county by county 65% to low risk. Yeah, it's been really difficult to find. And I think from what I understand is that they're just kind of following some of the latest scientific information that it seems to show that vaccinated people are at extremely low possibility of transmitting to other folks. So I think they're really focusing now more on the vaccination numbers, and with the assumption that if you can get to 65% county by county, 70% statewide, that's going to just then by default bring down the number of cases just because you don't have as many people transmitting it. But yeah, it's funny. We were just talking about this over dinner. My wife said the exact same thing. She's like, but what about the case numbers? I'm like, yeah, I guess we don't really focus on those that much. I did see in the Oregonian, they reported today that statewide case numbers were down 16% last week, and it's the third week in a row that we've seen declines in Oregon. So we're hopefully, trending and that fourth surge that, we were getting really close to. I mean, we kind of peaked up a little bit, but it didn't seem to have gotten as bad as it could have. It's honestly just a race at this point to get people vaccinated. And so now that we've got the 12 to 15-year-olds eligible as well, that will hopefully help. And we're getting there. It's exciting. Yeah, I actually just on Sunday was my 2 weeks after my second dose. So I guess I'm fully bulletproof now. So I'm excited. And our 13-year-old, our oldest daughter, is getting her shot on Wednesday. So she's like super excited as well. So we're getting there. Does anybody have any other questions?
Do you know, I'm curious what the timeline is on the urban renewal plan that y'all are discussing.
As far as like when we're implementing,
yeah, is that like 3-year plan, or is that, hey, this is?
Oh gosh, I have not had a chance to read through it yet. That's my homework for tomorrow. So before we get into it in the meeting, but yeah, it's another thing that we're looking more into, just because the current one is ending soon, and so we're moving to doing another one. But,
all right. Is there anything else that is on our agenda? This is short and sweet tonight, you guys. All right. I would love to just put out a quick, I think someone mentioned local businesses. If anyone has a chance to wander down to the center and be part of the Be the Light campaign, or patronize some of our local downtown businesses in our cultural district here, please do. I know that it's just more important than ever, and as we want to make this area of Sherwood as vibrant as possible, we want to really show our tangible support to our small businesses. So just saying, go drink a lot of coffee and buy plants and eat cupcakes and all that. But just want to publicly thank our small businesses for hanging in there and continuing to do good work and build this section of town into a good community. So that's all I have. Nice to see all of your faces. Rachel, I'm glad that you see them all as well. That's a plus. And I will send out a doodle poll to everyone about a retreat. And Jeff, I'll touch base with you maybe first before I send it out to make sure that I'm not offering dates that are not.
I have nothing on my calendar for that whole month. So.
3 a.m. Jeff's house. I'm kidding. I will send that out sometime probably next week, and I look forward to seeing you all in person. That'll be exciting. Very, very exciting. Let me know as always if you have any questions or just want to talk. Just chat art, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Take care. Happy evening.